BMW E66 7 Series rear axle nut, which is pretty heavily rusted. We're just going to go through the steps to remove it, starting with getting the rust off. Then we'll see if a socket can get on those remaining points. If not, we'll find another way. Step 1, wire brush on a drill. So it's doing something, but not a lot. I'm just going to gently chisel off some of the bigger flakes of rust because the wire brush can't quite cut it. Okay, so the chisel and the wire brush haven't really achieved very much, to be honest. This is what the nut looks like underneath. You can see that, you can sort of see the shape, but it's kind of hard to imagine that we're going to be able to get on the points of it. So now we are going at it with the Dremel, with the die grinding tip. I can't remember the name of the material, orange tip, and we're just trying to get all the rust off to expose the metal, hoping that the socket might fit. It's starting to show a bit more detail, but still looks like it's from the bottom of the sea. In actual fact, the thin collar of the nut that would be there, that collar has entirely gone. Like I was grinding through it and started to see the threads, and then the star-shaped pattern of the nut has just rusted away so much that the socket won't fit at all. So the new approach now is drilling into the nut. So I've got pretty deep already, combination of chisel and drill, and just got to break through the last little bit. We have drilled and chiseled basically a slot all the way down the edge of the bolt, and it's not quite gone all the way through. There's just like the flange of the nut essentially to cut through. So having relieved the stress in the threads from this quite deep cut that goes all the way back to the flange, I'm hoping we'll be able to just tap it round. So we'll see how we get on. So because tapping it round didn't work, I've actually just split the nut all the way through there. Surprisingly easy with the hammer and chisel. It took almost no effort. Really soft metal on these nuts. There's not much to them, so that's split all the way through. So now it should come off quite easily. I'm hoping that it'll come off. There we go. We've got some rotation there. There we go, split nut off the shaft. You can see how I drilled and chiseled through all the way through, and then it just it cracked at the end. So hitting it with the chisel at the end, I didn't have to cut my way through. It just actually like split the nut and cracked it, and then it came off easily. So comparing it to like a normal, I mean this nut had done 15 years as well, just on a different car, 20 years. But look how much material it lost to rust. Comparing them side by side, these are the same size, same nut. All of the lost metal had just turned to rust, so there was no chance of getting a socket on that. Like all this front flange just gone, and the castellation's gone, and half of the flange gone. There we go. And then the axle underneath looks fine. It's almost as if the splines on the axle have perhaps been protected by this rusted over sealed nut. So I'm going to try pushing the axle out, but I think it's going to be okay.